This is a story that came out on Fox 10, February 13th, 2018. People are now getting the flu twice, y'all. Twice. Some people that had the flu last fall, like around October, November of last year, those same people are now getting hit with a second wave of the flu. This is absolutely crazy what's going on out here. Deja vu doctors warn of second wave of the flu. This flu season has been one of the worst in years, and now even more bad news for those who have battled the flu. If you've battled the flu once, you're not out of the woods just yet, as you may have to battle the B strain of the flu. Dr. Natasha Bouyan says she's seeing in her office what some call the second wave of flu. I've seen patients who said, yes, I had flu back in November, wiped out, chills, fatigue, body aches, and now I'm having same symptoms, said Dr. Bouyan. It's just not as severe. It can be a total different strain of the flu. People can get the flu twice. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so the doctor says the influenza A strain hit hard at the beginning of the flu season. That was causing so much illness. It spread really quickly. That's what people are experiencing at the beginning of the year. Now we're seeing an uptick in influenza B, which is mild, but it still can make you pretty sick. Doctors say people should get the flu shot now. Of course, they're saying that. I'm not getting one. I'm sorry. It may not have been very effective against influenza A, but it's doing better against B. You can get that stuff if you want. I'm not getting it. What we've seen from other countries is relatively effective against influenza B. So with an increasing number of influenza B cases, if you still haven't got your shot, no. Okay, so they're just talking all that get your shot stuff. I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
As you probably know, the flu season is one of the worst we've seen in decades. Maybe it's affected you or somebody in your home, but now there's more bad news. If you've battled the flu once, you're not out of the woods. You might have to battle it a second time. Linda Williams is live with the story. Linda, this might be the worst news of the day.
Boo! As someone who has battled the flu, I'd like to say for all of us, that's just not right. That's not fair. But as it turns out, there is this thing called a second wave of the flu. It's the B strain of the flu. That means if you got the flu earlier in the season, you could get this B strain, which means you'd have the flu twice in one season.
I had it the beginning of January, and it started out like a cold, and then I was just like bedridden for 2 weeks.
I got the flu on Christmas Eve, and I had a high fever and chills and a little bit of a cough and runny nose.
I think it'd be pretty miserable. I wouldn't want to get it twice, that's for sure.
That is for sure. No one wants the flu twice in the same season. But Dr. Natasha Bouyan says in her Phoenix office, she's seeing what some call the second wave of flu.
I've seen patients who said, yes, I had the flu back in November. I was wiped out, fevers, chills, body aches, fatigue, and now I'm having those same symptoms again, just not as severe. And it can be a totally different strain of the flu, so people can definitely get the flu twice.
Dr. Bouyan says the influenza A strain hit hard at the beginning of flu season.
So that was the one that was causing so much illness. It spread really quickly. People got very sick from it. So that was what most people were experiencing at the beginning of the year. But now we're kind of seeing an uptick of influenza B, which is more mild, but it can still make you pretty sick.
Advice from Dr. Bouillon and the Arizona Department of Health Services: get the flu shot now. It may not have been very effective against influenza A, but it's doing better against influenza B.
What we've seen from other countries is that it's relatively effective against influenza B. So with an increasing number of influenza B cases, if you still haven't gotten your shot, now's a really good time because you're much more likely to be protected against the flu.
Linda Williams, Fox 10 News.
So there you go. People are getting the flu a second time in the same season. I tell you, this year has been so strange with this thing. And I still have doubts that this is really any type of flu. It's something else that's mimicking a flu. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell twice. Join me over on Black Junction TV, blackspot.com. And if you can become a patron, please do, or make a donation through my PayPal. I would deeply appreciate it. Peace, family.